Is there something in my eye? Do you see anything? No? I still got it out. Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Madison and welcome to my channel. I'm getting married. I'm so excited. I'm getting married to the most amazing man named Noah. We have a wedding date set for May 15th, 2021. And so I've decided to start a wedding series vlog on what I've done so far, all the way leading up to the wedding day and a little bit after. I'm just really excited about this. And so I'm gonna take y'all on this whole journey with me, this whole wedding planning experience. And every episode is going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be dress shopping experiences. It's going to be bridal and hair makeup of what I decide and how I decided on that. It's going to be DIY projects, like how I'm making the most amazing wedding decor on a budget. Like, I'm going to share all of that with you. I'm going to share with you where I got my wedding invitations and what my save the dates look like. So that way you might want that or might want something like that. So I'm just gonna share everything that I possibly can with you. Of course, I can't share everything, like what my wedding dress looks like, what my bridesmaids dresses look like, the exact vendors that I have, the exact place I'm getting married. I can't share all of that until after the wedding, but up until that date, I'm gonna be an open book. I am not the first bride, I am not the last bride, and I don't consider myself to be a stingy bride. So I want to help as much as I can, and I'm super excited for y'all to go along this journey with me. So if this sounds like something you'll be interested in and want to go on this journey with me, don't forget to subscribe so that way anytime I post a video, you don't miss out. Make sure to like and comment below if you have any questions or anything you want me to talk about throughout the whole series. I also want to add that I am a physician assistant student, and so I am in my last year of PA school. So I'm also going to talk about PA school and planning a wedding during PA school. And if y'all want videos about PA school in general, like how I got in, the application process, what kind of PA I want to be, the pants, all of that, I could definitely do videos about that too. But for the wedding series specifically, like planning a wedding during school is what I'm going to focus on. Nursing school, medical school, any medical rigorous program, any school in general, and any career in general. Like, life does not stop. So just planning a wedding during all of these things to make sure that you can eat at the end of the day and make sure you can pay for the wedding of your dreams is something that I'm going to talk about, and I'm super excited about it. Just so you know, my fiance and I do not live together right now. We live in two separate cities, actually. He lives in one city, I live in another city. That's because he's doing his master's in one city and I'm doing my PA school in a whole different city. And so I'm going to be going back and forth. If you can see behind me, there are all these Marvel pictures. I am at his place right now. So I'll be at my place some, I'll be at his place some, but I will plan on uploading at least twice a month. The beginning of this wedding experience might go a little slower, but towards the end, I'll be able to do more things like my vendor selections and my decor and my florals and all that stuff. And I'll be able to take y'all on that journey with me. So just so you know, that's what we're about to do. So first, Noah and I have been together for 6 years. We got engaged August 16th, 2019, and it was the best day ever. He did so good. I'm going to create a whole nother video about the proposal and the engagement and how he did it in a later video. But yeah, we've been engaged for 9 months already. So yeah, by the time we actually get married, it's gonna be a 20-month engagement. That is a hot minute, but we have our reasons for having a long engagement. One of those reasons is I really wanted to have a wedding in the springtime, specifically May. And yeah, I could have gotten married this May. That's a 10-month engagement. That's a decent amount of time, like no problem there. But that goes into reason number 2. And we decided, our parents decided mutually, like we would prefer to save money over a longer period of time so that way we can actually enjoy our engagement for one, and to have the wedding that we want without having to pay all of this money in a really fast amount of time. So that was what's best for us. That's a decision we personally made, and I would not change that decision for the world. I'm super excited to get married. I can actually say I'm getting married next year now, because in 2019 it was like, oh, I'm getting married in 2021, but now I can say I'm getting married next year, and I'm really, really excited about it. So yeah, 20-month engagement, but we're gonna go on the ride. We got 13 months left, y'all, so y'all are gonna go with me. Everywhere I go, you're gonna be there. So because I've been engaged for 9 months, I've already done a couple of things. I've picked my bridal party. I did that like 2 weeks, if not sooner, like after I got engaged. Like I already knew, period, who was gonna be my bridal party, so that wasn't hard. Noah did the same. He took a little longer to pick his groomsmen, but yeah, we have our bridal party picked. It took us about 2 to 4 months to actually venue shop. We spent a lot of time going to different cities and different places and touring different venues to make sure we actually got what we wanted and we got the best for what we were paying for. And so in March, we finally booked our wedding venue, and y'all, this wedding venue is so beautiful. Like I'm super excited that I actually get to get married there. The most recent thing we've done is hired a wedding planner, and I'm so excited. But let me say this, I personally thought I could plan this whole wedding by myself. Like I was like, I'm legit. I can do this. You call a couple people, you book them for a day, that's it. Like, no. You can do it by yourself. I'm not saying that you can't. I possibly could do this by myself. I'm not saying I can't. I just need help executing certain things. So I have a vision of what I want. I know exactly what I want in my head. I just got to get it down on paper. And I have to make sure that it's cost efficient. I have to make sure that I'm not getting ripped off by certain vendors, because wedding planners have all the connects to certain vendors. They know how much is too much. They know, when you say, you might want to pass on that one, So weddings are expensive, like really expensive. And so I have learned a couple of tips and tricks along the way, so that way you can have the wedding of your dreams on a budget. Unless you are rolling in dough and you have an unlimited budget, then that's you. I still think these tips and tricks for anybody who has a budget of $5,000 all the way to unlimited is still really, really important. Number one, if you do have a budget, like set that number. If that number is $20,000, set it at 20. If it is $40,000, set it at 40. Just set it at a number that you do not want to go over. But out of that number, you need to subcategorize what you want to spend. So for example, if you only want to spend $2,000 on a photographer and you know you don't want to go over $2,000, set that at $2,000. And keep doing that with every vendor until you get to your big lump sum of money. That way you're not saying, okay, I have $20,000 to spend, so let me just go start booking stuff. I'm gonna book a $6,000 venue, and I'm gonna book, $6,000 of catering, and then I'm gonna book $10,000 of flowers, because guess what? Now you're at 6 plus 6 plus 10, like whatever. You're over budget, okay? And so you're not going to be able to feasibly, and efficiently plan a wedding like that. You need to have certain subcategories of, I do not want to spend over this amount for this certain vendor. So that is what I am doing. I'm subcategorizing my budget and being like, this is how much I'm spending for this vendor, this is how much I'm spending for this vendor, and that's it. Another thing that I didn't really know about, and I think it's because I've just never gotten married before, is deposits are so expensive. I did not realize that I was going to have to pay all this money up front just so I could have you at my wedding. I knew that I was gonna have to, I knew I was gonna pay a deposit. No, I didn't. I lied. I didn't know I was gonna have to pay a deposit. I thought I was gonna be calling people and being like, hey, I'm getting married on this day. You do weddings. I'm getting married. Let's do this thing together. We make a good team. It makes sense now that I'm actually talking about it. because they want it to be secured. Like, they want to know that you are not going to take your services elsewhere. But I did not know that I was going to actually have to pay money to have them hold my date. And so then when I heard that, I was like, all right, that's fine. Because, I mean, I'll pay you. Like, you know, how much you need? $100? Like, no. Most of these people want percents of the full amount. So I'm like, all right, I can do that. Like, if you tell me the full amount is $10 and you want 10%, there you go. If you tell me the full price is $6,000 and you want 25%, that's $1,500 that I'm just gonna have to drop right there to book my date. And that's for one vendor. So having a vendor list of how much deposits are, because fun fact, it is free to contact people and ask how much their deposits are and how much their full price is. Making sure you contact those people and seeing, okay, this person has this deposit, this person has that deposit. That way you're not out of $8,000 on a freaking Tuesday. Might help you in the long run. Like, do that a little bit in advance, so that way you know how much the deposits are going to be, so that way you know how much you're going to have to pay up front. But another fun fact that I've learned is that even when you're contacting the people that you might want to be your vendor and you're saying, hey, I really like your services, how much are your services and how much is the deposit? If you are the first person to contact them, more than likely, if somebody else contacts them about the same wedding date that you're gonna have, they're probably gonna email you and be like, hey, just so you know, Sally who over here decided that she wanted to get married on the same day as you, so I'm gonna give you priority. I'm gonna give you 20 to 48 hours to make a decision if you would like to book me, so that way I can give her the same, you know, respect that I gave you, which is really, really cool. Like, that way you don't have to be high and dry for a vendor and be like, oh, well, like, what happened? I'm not saying every vendor does that. I'm just saying certain vendors will do that. They will tell you, like, hey, you do have first priority because you did contact me in advance. But yes, making sure you have all your deposits lined up so that way you're not out of a whole bunch of money on the front end is really, really, really important. So I'm super excited to take y'all along with me on this journey and all my appointments and everything that I go through with this wedding planning experience. So if this is something that y'all sound interested in and want to follow me on this journey, make sure you subscribe below so you don't miss a video, and I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.